Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot.
Oh, look out, there he goes! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. LSU right back to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Feeling some heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to make magic with his feet.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pocket starts to peel off one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Picks up what he can and then slides. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll throw it on first down. Snags it over the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. He'll pull it on the read. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Running back goes in motion. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. The Tigers will keep this drive going. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after that completion. Working that left side now. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he made the grip, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Red pass, it's complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get to 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He leaves it with his back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud. Arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. And I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out. And you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
The running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we did not see the band on the field today, but we did see another installment of Cal Stanford, the big game. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield. It's Harper. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They'll leave it with him. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Tackled, but he has a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Escapes the sack. They stripped it out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And they were channeling their inner Mike Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. And his throw is incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Getting some heat. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity to the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion from the offense. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over ULM.
On the run, it's Harper.
For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying play action. Fires left. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Throwing right. The freshman just a little too much on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The throw. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down for the offense. He's going to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Off the play fake. Throws to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Willis. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Willis. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Bowls his way forward. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Leaves it with the running back. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. LSU quick to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. 1st down for this offense. They're working that left side. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. They're going back to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Now the play fake. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success...
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for a deep man. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying the left side. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the right. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Maryland.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The pull and throw off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on third down. Gets rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for space, it's Harper. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Scrambling away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Wide receiver shows motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that left side now.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The sweet feet buy a little time. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. To the ground. He's got it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. The play-action fake. He makes the connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's caught inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the boot, looking for his man. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's a touchdown. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Comes out throwing on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And now on second down for this offense. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Wants to throw on second down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Handoff to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On second down, just keeps firing. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
First down here for the offense. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.